Welcome to lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising for the first week of September 2019. Thank you so much, Libra, for your continued support, as always. We are using the Good Tarot this time. This is the first deck of this is the first tarot deck that I've ever purchased and used. I learned the tarot using this deck, really, and we'll use the Hermetic tarot deck for clarification if needed. And I've reshuffled, meditated on your energy as always, Libra. So let's see what message, guidance, Spirit have for you today. Message, guidance for Libra, Spirit. Message, guidance for Libra. Ooh. Message, guidance for Libra. And folks, I am now accepting personal reading and Reiki healing session. So if you need more greater clarity in your life, you want to get a reading about your specific personal situation, just contact me. The information is in the description box, okay? Message, guidance for Libra, Spirit. Oh, here we have the King of Water. King of Water on the table for you. Someone is in their feelings during this time. King of Water is also very creative king. And with that king here, that older figure, and he's like playing in playful mode, there's a sense of playfulness here, like a king that does not take himself too seriously, okay? He already knows he's the king. No one can take that away from him. But despite all the responsibilities that he can enjoy the small things in life. My goodness, the cards are not just jumping out for you, and you have way more than I wanted, Libra. Wow, not 3 like we usually have, not 4, but we have 5 cards on the table for you, and I cannot escape the blue. It's all blue right here for you, okay? All 5 cards. We have air energy, we have water energy, and we have major kind of hangman, and it's all blue. We are like swimming in this sea of blue. You are truly in your feelings here during this time, Libra. And look at the bottom of the deck. We have the page of air, more blue, right? Even though he's in the clouds, they're almost touching water. Whereas like walking in the clouds, communication, a written communication, making sure you are taking notes, you are doing everything you're supposed to do. With the page of swords, there's a sense of, especially when it comes to legal matters, contracts or application, any such thing, to pay attention to the details, to read every line, especially the small print. These are where the danger lays. This is also with the page of air. There's a sense of youthfulness, okay? So for some of you that resonate with this message, you may be more on the younger side here, but what we start with is the king, and I'm going to put that hangman at the bottom. That's the only major arcana, and I keep all of them because of the way they came, because the 5 of air, the king of air, and the hangman came out together. So we have the king of water. So for a lot of you, that's what we start with. For a lot of you, Libra, during this time, you are truly feeling quite emotional, okay? You are in your emotions, and it's not in a negative way. You are just you are all heart, okay? You are all heart during this time, right? This is like heart overhead, and this is head, because by the way, we have the king of air here, which is your energy, Libra. And this is head over heart. So there's a sense of balancing of energy here for you during this time, Libra. And of course, we have the 5 of air here, which is the card of conflict, the card of basically of conflict, okay? Sandwich, really, if I also put this hangman right there between this water energy and that king of air and that hangman. So I feel like for a lot of you, feel like you are overcoming this situation. If there's any situation in your life where there was disharmony, where there was conflict, you are literally bringing everything in. You are putting your heart into it, you are putting your mind into it in overcoming that situation. Because what is important here, the ultimate goal here, is that you need none of this, okay? You're not going to have any of this, and anyone who tries to bring that into your life, they're in for a rude awakening. You're just going to literally like fly over it, okay? Like, what does Jay-Z say? I have 99 problems and not one of them. You're just going to like cruise over them. It's gonna be like, who, me? Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know her. This is gonna be you during this time, Libra, because you are here focusing on your happiness. You are focusing on your own truth. You are working towards you are working on something here that's gonna bring you closer to your higher self, to your ultimate self, and that's gonna bring you a lot of happiness. That's what's most important to you during this time. Okay, like even if it's a heart, like this is all heart and happiness, right? If that was to turn sour, you would switch on them so quick. It's not even funny. Okay, like right here, you're all in love. Someone is giving you happiness, is making you feel making you feel all the feels. You all for it. Yeah. If any conflict, at the sight of any conflict or any confusion or any disharmony, you will turn into that King of Swords so fast. You will cut people out. You will take charge of the situation. Like all the emotions will go to the side. Okay, you're just gonna be like head over heart, like mighty quick. It's just gonna be like I don't know you. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I love you, but I love myself more. Okay, you will change your perspective about that situation mighty quick. And I feel like, let me get some clarification for you, Libra, because you have some strong energy. Even with the Hangman here as the lone major arcana, it seems like it's you, okay, that's riding this whole thing home. Here we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yes, this is for a lot of you, maybe about work. Something you're working on here. Something you're working on that you've been putting your whole heart into it, that you've been feeling quite emotionally attached to a work situation, about a project. Seven of Pentacles, you see? Something that you have to keep on working, that requires a lot of your time. The Seven and the Eight of Pentacles, this is like the Seven of Pentacles is Lord of success and fulfilled, and the Eight of Pentacles is Lord of prudence. So the Eight of Pentacles came out before that Seven of Pentacles. It's almost like a warning sign for you. Love of prudence. It's like a warning sign. Hey, Libra, be prudent. Be very careful. And by the way, that's the energy of that page of air. Be very careful to do things by the rules. Be very careful to pay attention to every details. Okay? Be very careful in your communication, and especially written communication, what you're putting out there. Okay? Don't get too emotional. Don't get overly emotional, especially for those of you, this is a work situation, not a romantic situation. Don't get overly emotional about anything. Be very prudent about the way you methodically do your work, that you apply your whatever it is, the knowledge that you're hired to do, the knowledge you're trying to build something here. Don't be too much in your emotions here. There's a warning sign for you, Libra. Okay, yes, be happy about it. You're happy, you are doing what you want to do, you are pursuing it in the way that you feel that brings you the most joy and happiness. But if you're not careful with the way you approach it, at the same time, you can also have like Lord of success and fulfilled. All the potential success that you might have might just basically get washed out. And here we have the Five of Air, and that when the conflict will set in. And let's see here. Five of Air, clarification on that Five of Air, Spirit. Clarification on that Five of Air for Libra. Clarification on that Five of Air. Oh, in reverse. And it didn't come out in reverse, so it might have been in reverse in my deck already. Then this is the Knight of Swords, okay? And I don't keep my cards in reverse, so I don't know how it got in reverse. So we're gonna keep it that way. So that means it's supposed to come out that way. So we have the Knight of Swords on the Five of Air, Lord of the Winds and Breeze. So this is what I was telling you. This is what I was telling you. At the first sight of any kind of conflict, you see how she's flying above? This is all the other air here. She's like the biggest bird. She's gonna just fly over it like, I don't even see y'all. Y'all beneath me. I don't even know what you're talking about. So here we have the Lord of the Winds and Breeze. This is how fast you're gonna run away from this trouble. This is like how fast you're going to jump ship and just be like, I'm not even gonna acknowledge it. What? It's raining. What? There's a fight. Who's fighting? I don't. Oh, me? I don't even know about who's fighting. That's gonna be you, Libra, during this time. You're not going to. You have no time. You have no desire to engage in any conflict, in any back and forth. You have no time for it. For anyone's silliness, especially if someone is trying to instigate something with you, they're in for a rude awakening because you're not having it. You're just gonna be on your merry way. You're just going to try to disregard whatever this is. That's what I'm getting here for you, okay? You're not going to entertain any conflict during this time because you are working towards something here, and this is the best thing you can do, really, because if someone is trying to instigate, especially with the Five of Swords, it's a sense of instigate, like someone trying to get the rise out of you, right? Because like in the Rider-Waite, we'll see this one guy standing with 3 swords, and the other 2 are walking away towards the sea, having dropped their swords on the ground. And what is he doing? That guy standing there with the 3 swords, he's have a smirk on his face, like ha ha ha, I win. It's like an empty victory. So you don't have time for this, okay? So it's almost like he was trying to get them a go at it. It wasn't even like a real fight. It wasn't even like a fight that was worth it. It wasn't even like worth it. So you're going to recognize that you're not going to let anyone ruin you from your happy place. You're going to keep doing the work. You're going to keep doing the work that you're doing, and do it with an open heart, of course. Be prudent, be very vigilant. Pay attention to every little bit of details. Do things by the rules, okay? If you have questions, go and research it some more before you send out that email, before you send out that communication. Read over it and read over it again, and have someone else read over it again if you must. But do not allow any tit for tat, any conflict, anyone to ruin your peace, to ruin your happiness during this time. Let's get some clarification on the King of Air for you. You're taking charge. You're in charge of your life right now. You're taking charge. I love it, Libra. I love it. King of Air, King of Air. And like I said, even if it's a romantic situation, if someone is coming in and they're showing you like, you know, their happy face at the beginning, and all of a sudden they're turning on you, they're trying to start silly fights with you to get a rise out of you, you're not gonna have it either. you're just gonna be like, I'm happy, and that's that. And this is the Princess of Pentacles, and it came out in reverse. And I like that she's standing in front of a wheel, right? It looks like a wheel of fortune here, and like Princess of the Echoing Hills, okay? And that is to this is on the King of Swords. So for a lot of you, I felt that youthful energy before. So a lot of you here, Libra, you are very much like on the younger side. You are on the younger side with having that page, especially for those of you that are like a feminine energy, and meaning like those of you that are women, okay? And yeah, no, you can be a man and be a feminine power, but here I meant to say for those of you that are like females, that are like in gender, in this earthly realm. So yes, you are embodying that energy of the King of Swords. You're taking charge of your life. You're taking charge of your situation. You feel strong. You feel like in your element. You feel powerful. You feel like you don't need anyone to tell you here, where, when, where to go. You don't have time for none of this. You're in your truth. You know what's important to you, and you are willing to stand in that truth. And with that Princess of Pentacles, this is usually someone who's studying new in the world, right? A new career, a student that's about to graduate, that's about to enter the professional world, if you will. There's a sense here of you don't know everything yet there is to know, and as a Princess of Pentacles, there's still a lot to learn. And with the princesses, yes, they can be very charming, they can be very witty, and they know how to charm people, how to use their feminine wits and wills to attract people, right? To get the help that they need. And I feel like for you during this time, Libra, you're not even gonna feel like you need to do any of that, right? It feels like here you're going to be there's a sense here where you're going to, with it being in reverse, it's almost like, and look at this, by the way, look at the depiction here. She's in the nude. You can see her boobies and everything. She's like, I know I'm the princess. I don't have to do anything. Just love me as I am. Love me as I am. So there is a sense here, for it being to be in reverse, that you're not even going to put the time into to use those charms. You're not even going to, that's how much you're gonna turn the other way mighty quick. You're gonna be so strict and so severe, like it's gonna be so business-like. You're gonna be so business-like about everything. You're not even going to use those charms. You're gonna be like, there's no point, I don't have time for this. Okay, there's a sense here like you're just not gonna be attached to anything. If it's somebody that's you are engaged with, as in you're in a relationship with, it's a romantic situation that is bringing conflict all of a sudden, you're gonna turn around so fast from them. They're gonna be like, where's that sweet person? But perhaps they brought in that conflict. They started doing whatever it is, just playing those little games to get a reaction out of you, and you're gonna turn so hard on them. You're gonna turn the other face so hard. They're gonna be like, where's that sweet person? That's not the reaction I was expecting. They won't know what to do, because you're not attached to anything right now. You're not gonna allow yourself to be attached to anything. You'll be all sentimental about it until that warning came to be. Okay, until that warning sign we have here, that prudent sign, someone actually, the conflict arrives at your doorstep, and then you're gonna switch it up. You're gonna switch up on them really quick. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, Libra, let's get one more clarification card on that King of Air for you. You're committed only to yourself and to your truth right now. To yourself and to your truth. And to that path that you want to stay on. You're not going to allow anything or anyone to ruin it for you, or to get a rise out of you. And it feels like very heavily you're going to be tested. Someone is going to try you during this first week of September. But you're ready for them. My goodness. Came out in reverse again. Another card flew out for you. 4 of Wands. Lord of perfected work. It jumped out in reverse for you. So this is about your foundation, okay? This is about your, the 4 of Wands is the card of Venus in Aries. This is the card, Venus is the planet of abundance. This is about setting a new foundation for yourself. And it being in reverse, it seems like it's either like, this right here, any conflict that you entertain might affect your foundation, the new foundation you're trying to set for yourself, and you're very well aware of that. And that's why you're going to be so strict and almost like so severe with your relationship and the people in your life, because you're not gonna allow anything to mess it up. And I know I'm repeating myself because that's a message that keeps coming up for you here, Libra. Okay, so it's almost like anywhere where there's conflict, especially in the home, because the 4 of Wands is about the home base, right? The 4s are about the 4th house of Cancer, is about the home, nurturing, right? Or a close relationship here, setting up foundations. It's a honeymoon card in the upright. So in reverse, it's almost like there may be disturbance in the home, okay? There may be disturbance in the home, especially for those of you where you always was that, you felt like you were always that princess, right? You had to be carefree. You could just go on your charm. You just have to use your charm, and then you get what you want, because you're the Princess of Pentacles. Look at me, ho ho ho. You know you can just have to do a wink, a smile, and you get what you want. And because now you feel like you have to be the king of air, you have to be more responsible. You have to be more take charge of you, of your life, of your business, of your situation, whatever it is, of your relationship. And you're not gonna waste any time trying to commit to anything, to kind of like use your charm, to use your wits. You're just gonna be completely like straight up about what it is. You're going to be very direct, and you're going to use your mind about everything. It's not gonna be all about heart and happy and feelings and emotions. You're not gonna be about that life during this time once that conflict set in, because anytime if there's a disturbance in the home, having that 4 of Wands in reverse, any kind, or you feel like you don't have the support that's necessary because there's a conflict here that in the center of this reading that has stepped in, you're just going to handle it. You're just gonna have to handle it in the best way that you can for yourself ultimately. Okay, and you're going to put yourself first, and I mean, Libra, who can blame you for that? Okay, who can blame you for that? And we have that Hangman here. This is like the Hangman. This is a change in perspective. Wow, look at this. The 5 of Swords came out again. 5 of Swords on the Hangman. So it's almost like there's a change here happening for you. Okay, yes, the Hangman can be stagnant, feeling stuck in a situation. The Hangman can be delay. There's a delay in a situation, but that's not what I'm getting here for you during this time, Libra. I feel like a real change in perspective, right? Look at him. He's not being held like the way this is the hangman upright, right? We can see his face here. It looks almost like, what do you call these people, like in in the circus, right? He looks like an acrobat, if you will. And like, it's not about like sacrifice and waiting your turn and none of this. It looks more like this man, I'm here and I'm gonna make the best of it. Let me enjoy the view while I'm here. It's almost like there's a delay in your path, but you're gonna make the best of it. You have to change your perspective. There's a change in perspective here. That's what I'm getting the most out of this, okay? And the 5 of Swords coming on here, the Lord of Defeat, understanding that I don't feel like you're going to accept defeat in any situation. I feel like it's clarifying the need to change perspective about the situation, because this is the 5 of Swords here. I feel like you're not going to even entertain it to begin with right here. So here it's changing your perspective. It's changing the way you would deal with the situation in the past. You're not gonna deal with it. You're not going to entertain it, right? In the past, if someone started something with you, instigated, like say they were gonna do something and they didn't do it, and you felt that lack of support, you felt that disturbance, you felt like that kind of insult, you would go tit for tat, you would go after them, you would, like, feel you need to defend yourself, or you need to attack back, if you will. I feel like here the real sense, Libra, is that you're just gonna stay above it, okay? You're just gonna brush it off your shoulder, and you need to keep going, making decisions, taking charge of the situation, and doing what you know you're supposed to do, what you need to do for yourself, to keep your truth, to keep this thing that you're working with, whatever the situation is, to keep it intact, okay? And that's the change of perspective I feel here. And I'm going to take one more on the Hangman for you, okay? It's a change of perspective here. This is not delaying. This is not you accepting defeat. Not at all. I don't get this at all for you here. And this is the 6 of Pentacles. You see? The 6 of Pentacles is the need, Lord of material success. This is you understanding, like, the give and take, right? This is like the need to find fairness in the give and take, in how much you're giving and how much you're receiving, to make sure things remain balanced for you. And I truly feel that since the very beginning here, for you, Libra, there's whatever it is, there's a situation where I feel like at the beginning it was all hard, it was all about emotions, it was all this, and as time goes by, you're realizing that you need to be more strategic about it. You need to be more, to use your mind when it comes to it. You cannot be all in your feelings about it, okay? You need to be a little bit smarter about it, about the situation or a person or something here. And you need to make sure you're not giving more than you're receiving about the situation. There's going to be a real change in perspective by the end of all of this. And at the bottom of the deck, we had the King of Cups. And that's how we started this reading, with the King of Cups. And we ended with the King of Cups. It's to tell me, this is Spirit telling you that you are in control, not just of your mind, not just of your person, because you're an air sign, being a King of Air here, but you are still going to maintain your happy place, because the decisions you're making here is to keep you intact, is to make sure no one disturbs your peace. And that's what's facing you here. You and your ultimate happiness. And you're going to maintain it, okay? You're going to protect it by changing your perspective. I love this. I love this. Full circle moment for you, Libra. Full circle, showing real growth, okay? Real growth and maturity here. I love it. This is the Woman's Oracle card, Spirit. What advice do you have for Libra? Advice for Libra. Oh, okay. And here we have forgiving and learning. Forgiving and learning. Yes, you've learned. You have to have learned from experience to have the shift of perspective, okay, of the way of handling things. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Yes, that's great, Libra. That's great. And what do we have here? Give your relationship a chance. And it come out sideways like this, but I'm gonna keep it upright. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Work on your partnership. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're not just gonna turn your back on that person. You're just not going to let them bring you down. You're just not going to let them bring drama into your life. You just don't have time for that right now. I feel like for some of you, just going to literally, it's a change in the way you handle things that's happening here, because you end up with the King of Cups. So that tells me your happiness is still going to be secured at the end of all of this. So Libra, if this is a romantic situation for you, forgive the past and work on your partnership, because Spirit is telling you it's worth it at this time. At the bottom of the deck, this is what we have. I love this card. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Let me put it close so you guys can see. Do you see the synchronicity message here? That's what we've been talking about. A new way of seeing things, a new way of doing things, a new way. And energetic upgrades, okay, integration, because this is Libra, and the surface to other people, it may seem like, oh, look at her, she's getting more mature. He has really learned, like, how to handle business, how to handle, his relationship, how to handle things. Look at the way he just handled that. Look at the way she just did that. But what people don't understand is, like, you've been working on yourself, and Spirit has been working on yourself. And let's not forget, that's the only major arcana card we have here. This is universal life force. These are things that you cannot control. That change in perspective is something that's coming from above, from the divine. This is not up to you, okay? When we see major arcana as the hangman like this is something this is energy that's working in you. And we have here energetic upgrade. So this is Spirit working on you in your life. This is God manifesting in your life, okay? Bringing that change to you. Upgrading basically your energy centers, okay? I love this for you, Libra. This is so beautiful, okay? Akasha is the card that actually jumped out for you. Oh, let me do it that way so you can be able to read it. And it says here, your guidance is divinely guided. Your guidance is divinely guided. And you know what? I'm going to actually read the whole thing for you in the book, Libra, because there's a bigger message in there for you. Like, this is just inspiring. I love it. I love it. Growth. That's what we all here to do, to learn and to grow. To learn and to grow, and to in the process, hopefully inspire others in their growing process, right? And that's why once you start in this journey, if you're a spiritual person, you start exploring your spirituality better, more, I should say, you realize, oh, I need to give back. There's a sense of you cannot hold this all this goodness to yourself, right? There's a sense that any spiritual work that you do, it has to be for the greater good, right? It has to be able to help other people. You have to be able to do that. So I really love this here for you. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Akasha exists in the 5th dimension and the library of souls. All soul contracts, history, gifts, lessons, and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past, present, and future, and can tap into it at any time. While we have free will, there are also points on the timeline of our lives that are predestined or pre-planned. Soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be a company you chose to work for, a relationship you plan to have, or a person you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know it is divinely guided and will not bypass you. If you are waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You are likely living out an important part of your soul's journey, and you are exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed. It is time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and in the spirit world, to trust the signs coming, to take note of your dreams, to notice any feelings or visions that you receive, for you are tapping into the wisdom of the Akasha, and you are being given the go-ahead. Proceed. And I'm gonna do that little prayer for you, Libra, because I love this energy so much, and I want you to continue to grow. This is what I do. This is why I do this. Okay? I'm loving this for you. And it says here to hold this card on your heart and say. You cannot hold this card on your heart, but I want you to look at this picture and hold this picture into your memory and hold this picture in your heart right now to visualize it. Okay? And hopefully you can see clearly. And I'm going to say the prayer for you. I open myself up to receive the wisdom of the Akasha. I am ready to download any information from my soul records that is in my highest good and the highest good of all right now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Libra. This was so beautiful. I'm happy I get to share this with you. And that spirit used me to relay these messages. Please come back next week for the next set of reading. And if you like my style of reading, or you get some insights into these messages, like, comment, subscribe, share it with anyone that you feel may benefit from them. I'm sending you so much love during this time. Keep doing the work, because you are here, you are awakening, you are in an ascension process, okay? Keep doing the work, and eventually you are gonna inspire other people. It's going to affect other people around you. This is just so beautiful. Bye, Libra. Thank you so much. Oh, I forgot to say, remember, love is indeed the only answer. Okay, Libra? Bye.